Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one.
Here we go.
And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now, here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Paul against Wall. Paul kicks to Bridges. Hands it from downtown.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside Leonard. 18 feet out. Jump shot is good that time.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And so here are the Clippers.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by John Wall. Paul kicks to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Outside, Wall. Passes it to Zubac. From deep, George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker outside for 3. Here's Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Both good from the line that time. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Now here's Ayton. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Paul against Wall. Paul with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Leonard following the basket by Chris Paul. Leonard inside. Bridges with some nice defense. The pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. The kick out to Crowder. Booker outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Wall against Paul. Top of the key, Booker. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Suns shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The kick out to Crowder. For three, Bridges. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Bridges covering. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And he's good on the three ball.
And the defense has to bottle him up before Jay Crowder gets it going.
Leonard looking over the floor. He kicks to George. Over Booker. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got his second basket.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshakable.
And so the first quarter is in the books. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Paul dishes to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker outside. Back to Bridges. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
Wall passes to George. Back to Wall. George looking over the floor. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Leonard, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Suns leading by 6. Paul with the ball. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul. Outside Crowder. There's the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 6. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. If you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. It's good shot selection and great consistency.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now Paul. Outside Crowder. Booker against George. 5 to shoot. Booker's shot is good. Booker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Ball against Paul. Here's George. Booker pulls it in.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's George. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And it's Paul penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 6 points.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside, and decides to just knock it down.
From deep, George. That doesn't go either for George. Phoenix leading by 12. With the drive. Booker finds Paul. Bridges outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. He's got 9.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Clippers trail by 15. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
With 3, Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
They have a good plan going right now. They're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Kicks it out to Leonard. This one for 3. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Crowder inside. Covington's there. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Clippers trail by 13. Outside, Wall. Lob pass to George. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Wall against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. The 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Suns, 30. The Clippers, 17.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Johnson and Saric are the 3 and the 4. Lee out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Landale in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Suns leading by 13. Now we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Pass to Powell. Back to Kennard. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Driving to the basket. Kicks it out to Johnson. Saric, a screen on Kennard. Johnson, the pass to Saric. Comes up empty down low. Clippers trail by 14. Powell down low. Covered by Lee. The shot by Powell, no good. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now, here's Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Johnson in the corner. Back to Shamet. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Got a piece of it.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Los Angeles with another miss. Phoenix leading by 14.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Here's Shamet, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Landry Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Landale pass to Shamet.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Out to Lee. Floats it up for Saric.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the dunk by Powell.
Well, there's playmaking ability and there's a willingness to attack the basket, and Jackson good at orchestrating that pick and roll.
Shamet with it. Jackson on him. Saric finds Lee. Back to Saric. Two points. That one goes. Saric has got his second bucket.
Well, Saric on the inside has really good quality footwork.
There's a minute left in the third quarter. And Jackson gets it to go. And here is Shamet. Passes it to Johnson. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 16-point game. Powell, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Johnson dishes to Saric. And a wide open look for Lee. Sinks the three-pointer. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Clippers trail by 19. Here's Jackson. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Lee outside. On deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Leonard kicks to Wall. Back to Leonard. With the crossover, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Here's Paul. The pass to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The kick out to Crowder. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside, Wall. Leonard on the wing. Puts it up. Another miss by Leonard.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Oh, he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Kicks it out to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. For 3, Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Well, these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
Bridges passes to Booker. In the corner, Crowder with it. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
A 3 from Leonard. Doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. 22 is their biggest lead. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Shot selection from Chris Paul on point there. An efficient shooter off the dribble.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Oh!
Yeah.
Assist from
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Bridges outside. To the inside. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George has got the ball.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Phoenix.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Chris Paul.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And a deep 3 from George. George missing again.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's the teardrop. Wall's shot is off. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Suns. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Crowder is screen on George. Booker with it. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebounded by Covington. The three from George. Rebound by the Suns. Outside Crowder. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And the out, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the one. Back to Towns. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. Covington grabs the board.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Leonard on the wing. And the dunk by Leonard.
The vertical of Kawhi is impressive, rising up with ease and throwing it down. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Now here's Towns. And the layup falls.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Now here's Gobert. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Pass to Gobert. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 6. Towns double team. It's stolen by Leonard. Covington against Russell. Kicks it to George. Lays it up and banks it in.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. George is screen on Russell. George outside, puts up a 3, and the basket's good with the assist from Wall. George has got 5 points.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
To end the run, and it's powered home by Towns.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Fast break, Minnesota. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
And George launches it from deep. And he can't get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
And the Clippers with the ball. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And George with the jam.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Outside Covington. Russell against George. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Towns. He's got 6. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Outside Russell. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Towns for 3. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Pulls up, high post. Offensive rebound.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Inside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Paul George.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Here's George. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
A rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
So he comes up empty, missing both. You know, some have said those old-school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Outside Russell. It's stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard outside. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Leonard. And here's Covington. 5 on the clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The nuances that Kawhi has added to his game. That time, the little up fake.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Gobert with a screen on George. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Nifty move. And Gobert with the stuff.
I mean, he's tailor-made for those pick-and-roll sets. Gobert, a big-time finisher on the move.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Good on the second one. And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Double team on Towns. And the layup is good off the glass. Towns has gotten 4 this quarter.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Leonard with the ball. Prince is there. Leonard shot's good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Russell up top. Wall covering. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. Towns on a screen. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Edwards. Wide open look. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Edwards got 6 points.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Wall, the pass to George. 40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Zubac. Out to Covington. Leonard with the ball. Goes up again. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Edwards. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And there's the foul against the Clippers. He's off on the first. That one drops. He ties it up. 19 seconds left to play in the half. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Wall, the pass to George. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Appreciate it, Allie.
22, the Clippers, 21.
If you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
We've got Jaden McDaniels, Jalen Noel out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Reed in at center, filling out the middle. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's Reed, and he gets that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Kennard outside. Over McDaniels. Anderson pulls it down.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Jackson, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. So it's the Clippers now. Morris down low. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
It's Powell on the wing. And he banks in the layup. Powell's gotten his first points in this one.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Morris against Anderson. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
A nice setup. Kyle makes pretty good decisions with the ball in his hands.
Jackson outside. Batum with it. Reed defending. Batum, pass to Morris. Oh, and Reed with a block. And he stays with it. Here's Jackson. Anderson pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Rivers. Leans inside. Now here's Reed. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Jackson outside. Basket counts. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
On the wing, Rivers. Defended by Jackson. And he makes it.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Kennard against McDaniels. Kennard can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Anderson passes to McDaniels. To the middle. Tipped. Pass to Anderson. Uses the glass on the layup. Anderson's got 6.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Powell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Have to appreciate Powell's consistency of effort. He never takes a play off.
He's perfect from the line this time. 52 seconds left in the third. Reed finds Anderson. Here's Noel. Back to Anderson. And it's rejected. Jackson outside. Hooks it in off the killer crossover. 7 points in the game.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
On the wing, Noel now covers. Anderson inside. He's working on Morris. Here's Rivers, defended by Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
For Minnesota, Austin Rivers.
The first free throw is good. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Pass to Jackson. There's the drive, and the dunk by Jackson.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Here's Edwards. 1 second left. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Timberwolves ahead. They lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. Russell to pass to Towns. Double team on Towns. Chalk up two there. And the Timberwolves lead by one.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Leonard passes to George. The kick out to Wall. 4 on the clock. That shot off. Good D by Gobert. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting it well at 59%. Back to Edwards. George with a steal. Zubac's with it. Russell covering. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Leonard finds Zubac. Towns against Covington. Back to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. 3 on the clock. It's George with the drive. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Russell to pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Now, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Pass to George. Some solid defense from Edwards. Minnesota in the lead. And Edwards slams it in.
That's a terrific read by Gobert, understanding the offensive end better and better, especially as of late.
Wall, the pass to Covington. George against Edwards. Pass to George. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Ooh, plenty of contact. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this was slow. So many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He was pumping them up, trying to rally them, saying, quote, "This game is ours. Don't back off now. Force mistakes with our defense. Work quickly at the offensive end and just keep attacking." Looking for a late burst, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. George's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Edwards, a pass to Towns.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
The kick out to Edwards. The The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Covington finds Zubac. The kick out to Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Wall against Russell. Pass to Towns. Over Covington. And they pick up 2.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Leonard outside. The kick out to Wall. Misses the 3. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Wall against Russell. Picked by Gobert. Russell, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Covington passes to Leonard. Puts it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And here's Russell. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Ball finds George. Fires from deep. That shot no good. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their...
Monday afternoon broadcast of the and Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. Now here's Morant. Brooks kicks to Morant. Spins. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from you.
A deep three from Leonard, and he's way off from outside. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. It's a three-point game. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson has the open look. It's rebounded by Leonard.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Morant outside. No good. Shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Bain. And it's George finishing it off.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Now here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving it around. And the rejection by Zubac. And a deep three from George. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. George has got 5 points so far.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
Here's Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now, here is George. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Bain against George. Morant passes to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Lock at 6. Jackson in the corner. Looking to end the run. That one wide left. Clippers leading by 4. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now here's Morant, and a wide open look for Bain. A three-pointer is right on target.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Back to Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. Morant dishes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Passes it to Jackson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Bain.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis, trailing by 4. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Leonard against Morant. Lets it fly from 18. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Adams, some nice D. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top, up by 4.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Houston.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Now Morant, following the three-point attempt by John Wall. And it's good, 2 points. Morant's got 5 now.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
And here's George. He's got 7.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out to Morant. Launches a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 8.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Morris outside. Over Jackson. Morris passes to Zubac. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Memphis leading. Morant with it. He's got 8. Into the lane. And finished off by Morant.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Wall passes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No. Oh,
nice finish. He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Here's Morant. He's got 12. Payton for 3. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Yep, that one goes. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Bain. Beyond the arc, and it's sent back by George.
Few players have a bigger impact defensively than Paul George. A fixture on the all-defensive team. PG, a nightmare for opponents. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Morant surveying the D. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers leading by 4. Leonard inside. Guarded by Bain. Leonard, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
They get the rebound, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't. Oh, look at that play right there!
That's how it's done. And man, does Morant put on a
show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Now, here's George. He's got 14. A three from Morris. Brooks grabs the board. It's stolen by Morris. George against Morant. George with the bucket.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Here's Morant. He's got 14. And there's the pass to Bain. 36 seconds left in the first half. It's Morant with the drive.
Oh, no. It seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
All taking his time here. No good that time. Morant with some nice D. Payne for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
George, no good. Right side Bain. Paul George, he's been the guy making things. Okay, David, much appreciated.
The Clippers, 21.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from George.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Green is out there with Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Memphis trailing here. Now Jones. Driving the lane. There's Green with the three. Rebounded by Covington. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the floor. Kennard kicks to Covington. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
And so here are the Clippers. After Memphis gets the three, it's Covington on the wing. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Conchar, good. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, here's Covington. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And it's Williams with the ball for Memphis. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Jones, the pass to Conchar. Over in the corner, Green. Jones against Powell. Goes up to the stripe. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Takes it out to Covington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
And both free throws good for Covington. Here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jacks up a 3. Conchar can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Lays it up off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Green passes to Conchar. The Clippers grab the miss. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell down low. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Clark inside. Batum's there.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jackson kicks to Powell. Outside, Covington. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Outside, Jones. For the 3. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, Powell with it. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Conchar. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Conchar. A 3. Kennard with the rebound. Inside. And the rejection by Clark. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway.
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Kennard is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Batum in at the 5. Home in the paint. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their stars. Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or 2 in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Now here's Wall. Poked away. Powell dishes to Leonard. Morris outside. Here's the 3. The Clippers get another chance here. Leonard attacking, puts it in off the nasty crossover.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Brooks. He feeds it to Adams. Back to Brooks. All with it. He's picked up by Morant. He kicks it to Brooks. Morant outside. Payne for three. Carries it from three-point range. Payne's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Pass to Pop. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant left side. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Big body clearing the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
Outside Leonard. Puts up a three. Drops in the tray. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry.
And then Morant slams it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Wall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
So crafty on the drive. When Wall is in attack mode, he really puts a ton of pressure on the D.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Paul George in for Norman Powell. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Marcus Morris comes in for Robert Covington. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Kennard. Now here's Morant. He takes it in. And Morant throws it down.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Outside Leonard, stolen by Brooks. Payne for three. And again, it's Memphis with the three. In a moment here, take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. Leonard on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moment.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Payne. Fires the three. Wall grabs the board. Wall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot by George, wide open. And another three for the Clippers.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Morant against Leonard. Launches it. And John Morant with the three. Morant's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
Wall kicks to George. Hins the three.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now here's Morant. Outside Jackson. All sorts of time. He can't get that one to fall. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Out to Morris. And Leonard has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch.
Outside, Payne. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Man, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
A proven champion and a big-time performer. Kawhi wants to be the guy at the line in these close ones. Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Now here's Morant for 3. Misses the 3. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
tie tonight. Doris, both sides do a great job of stringing together stops.
Well, whatever has happened on the offensive end of the floor, pace and space, etc., championships are still built on the defensive end of the floor. We are talking about two teams who not only have quality individual defenders, they are tied together on a string as a team.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Here's George. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Booker finds Ayton. Misses from short range. Booker against Morris. Pass to Zubac. George outside. Back to Zubac. Here's Morris. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Kicks it to George. Zubac passes to Leonard. Morris left side. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Zubac. Crowder with a steal. Zubac with the steal. And here's Leonard. And Leonard throws it down hard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Paul passes to Booker. It's Booker on the wing. Shoots over Wall. A nice shot by Booker.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
George against Booker. George passes to Zubac. And again, it's the Clippers.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And the basket by Bridges.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Now Wall. George outside. Pass to Morris. And stolen by Paul. Bridges against Leonard. Bridges passes to Booker. Launches it. Poke loose. The Clippers in the lead. And the Suns pushing it up now. Paul against Wall. Bridges outside. Pass to Paul. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. That gives them the lead.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Left side Wall. George outside. And the jam by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Crowder outside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That'll belong to John Wall.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
You love a well-rounded player like Jay Crowder, cross-positional on the defensive end, a guy who has really developed into a multi-talented threat. Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Booker. That's shot, no good. Ooh, nice D from George. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Out to Leonard. And there's the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
One of the key aspects for Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
And Leonard drops them both. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Wall against Paul. Out to Bridges. It's stolen by Leonard. It's George on the wing. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You've got to be shot ready in this instance. On the catch, prepared to shoot. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
The Suns trailing. Paul passes to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. George defending. From the arc. Here's Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Paul against Wall. Outside Booker. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And George launches it from deep. Crowder grabs the miss.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
The kick out to Paul from outside the arc. And the Suns get another 3.
Well, over the years, Chris Paul has been such an efficient three-point shooter. He stretches the floor. You've got to honor his ability to shoot it with range.
Leonard outside. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. Phoenix with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. The kick out to Paul. And the foul called on John Wall. That'll be a second foul of the game. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
Down low, George. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Leonard outside. The 3. And the Clippers miss again. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Booker finds Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
But Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Ball against Wall. Here's George. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Paul against Wall. Outside Paul. Just 5 to shoot. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Clippers on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Booker. 6 to shoot. And Booker with the jam.
Wow, the inability to counter the vertical of Devin Booker, up and in.
Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to George. Shoots over Booker. And the Clippers miss again. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Back to Ayton. The 3 is up. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Ayton. And it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
Well, Devin Booker has proven capable of sustaining an offense by himself. Defense better start to get locked in.
The 3, George. Pure from 3-point range. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Booker for 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion. Allie, as always, thank you.
25.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
Los Angeles shooting an efficient 57% tonight. To the inside, here's Batum. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Batum's got his first points of the game.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
Lee on the wing. The kick out to Johnson. Fires the 3. Covington grabs the board. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Here's Shamet. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson outside. Kennard outside. There's the triple. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Shamet. Fires for 3. And no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Powell passes to Batum. And down it goes. 2 points. Batum's got 6.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Down low. Here's Lee. Here's Shamet. The kick out to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Kennard outside. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Lee. Here's Shamet. Outside Johnson. This for the tie. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It's so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Shamet, defended by Jackson. Pass to Shamet. Now here's Saric. Back to Shamet. To the right side. From deep, Johnson. The Clippers grab the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
1:25 left in the third quarter of the game. Knocks down the triple.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Powell outside. Back to Jackson. Shot to stop the run. Here's Batum. Out to Covington. Goes back up. Blocked! 55 seconds left in the third. Here's Saric. Here's Landale. Pass to Lee. Here's Shamet. Now here's Saric. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And that one drops. Now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Boy, what determination from Dario Saric. So good at being aggressive around the rim.
Here's Powell. It's tipped. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Pass to Lee. 12 seconds left in the third. From 6 feet away. No good on the shot.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Well, so quick off the pass. I mean, Crowder timing that shot perfectly, staying one step ahead of the defense.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. The 3 is up. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns leading. Paul with it. Checked by Wall. Pass to Booker. The kick out to Paul. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team.
Outside Booker. Paul with it. Crowder outside. Clock is at 3. Oh, George with a steal.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Leonard outside. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, once he's in the painted area, you can see the level of aggression goes up for Kawhi Leonard.
Outside Paul. On the take. Outside Booker. Wall against Paul. Out to Bridges. Just 3 to shoot. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. And the Suns lead by 9.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
George for 3. Buries it from 3.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Paul against Wall. Three-pointer, Bridges. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Zubac. Zubac, screen. Here's Wall. He's guarded by Paul. Bridges against Leonard. And he banks in the layup. Leonard's gotten 4 this quarter.
Let's remember, this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Ball with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's George. Pass to Morris. Kicks it to George. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. George, a screen on Paul. George outside. Here's the 3. Here's Leonard. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 54 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Paul. Outside for Booker. And that one's long.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Personal foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
This guy turned himself into one of the league's top talents. Kawhi Leonard continues to be a dominant two-way force.
20 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Paul. It's Booker on the wing. The kick out to Paul. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. George for three. Off the mark. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. It's rebounded by John Wall. And it's Wall with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Minnesota with the ball. That's tipped. Leonard with the steal. About a minute played so far here in the first. From outside the arc, one up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. So it's the Timberwolves now. The Clippers getting the bucket. And Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Edwards drives in. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Leonard kicks to Wall. There's the pass to George. Plays it up and banks it in.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Leonard against Towns. Leonard with the steal. Towns with the steal. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now, here is Morris. Zubac a screen on Towns. Morris passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Count it good.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. And that was an outstanding find by Russell.
Outside, Wall. Outside, Leonard. Back to Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
Edwards dishes to Prince. Towns against Morris. Here's Prince. The feed to Russell. Morris against Towns. Over Morris. Towns, no luck.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Up top, Morris. Defended by Towns. Zubac kicks to Wall. Outside for George. It's stolen by Edwards. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Karl-Anthony Towns. All with it. And he drives in, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Boy, that's a nice drive by Wall. He is still one of the fastest players in the league with the ball in his hands.
Russell inside, covered by Wall. And that one's good. Towns.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
First team. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's George.
And that's Russell. I mean, has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive athletes.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Russell. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Prince finds Towns. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Back to Wall. Up and in on the layup. Wall's got 6.
You know, sometimes you see the edge to Wall's game come out in these situations. Tight defense inside, contact, and he just is determined not to be denied.
Edwards passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
All taking his time here. Passes to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
He hits the second from the line. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
Zubac finds Leonard, sinks the triple. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Here's Towns. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
George against Edwards. Now, here's George. Tight defense on him. Yep, it counts. George has got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Outside, Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Here's Towns. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's George. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thank you, David, and we'll be back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. McDaniels is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2. That's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Jackson deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Good on the second free throw. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson the screen. McLaughlin the pass to Anderson. The shot comes out. Good D by Covington. Clippers leading by 13. Kennard kicks to Covington. Kennard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. That's a 2 from Powell. Gets a very good look and converts. Powell's got his first bucket in this one.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous. I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Right side Jackson. Powell down low. Good D by Anderson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. The second chance effort. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Batum, the screen. And the dunk by Powell.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Noel passes to Reed, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Reed. Both free throws good from Reed. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Here's Noel. Great D that time from Powell.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Here's Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Outside, Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Batum's got himself on the board with 3 there. 1:09 left to play here in the third. Noel passes to Anderson. Here's Noel. The pass to Kennard. He feeds it to Batum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Batum's got 5. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Los Angeles?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Clippers leading by 18. Powell kicks to Kennard. A three-pointer, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Powell with the steal. And here's Batum. 5 points in the game. No good off the back of the rim. Now McDaniels. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding a big 18-point lead to close the... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Edwards looking it over to the paint. Towns down low, defended by George. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Russell against Wall. George with the screen on Russell. And Wall kicks to George. From 20 feet out. No good on the shot. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards passes to Towns. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns can put up an easy, low-stress 30 or 40 points. And when he gets rolling, he's a joy to watch.
Wall finds Leonard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Poked loose. Passes it to Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris passes to Zubac. Back to Morris. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Russell. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. No good from outside. Prince, the pass to Gobert. Will it go? Prince kicks to Towns. From deep. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
A 3 from Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Prince's shot is good.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Wall, over Russell, and the Clippers miss again. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Clippers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Leonard.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Left side Prince. Towns for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 50 seconds left in the 4th quarter. George, that's a 2-pointer. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Prince outside. To the middle. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well-coordinated play there. I mean, Towns rolls off at the right time. So important, the timing of that roll, and shows good finishing ability on the move.
Morris, left side. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the Clippers miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Who say does that star?
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at small forward.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Outside Moran. And then Moran with the jam.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Ball against Moran. The shot. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Now here's Bain. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brett.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And the Clippers have possession. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Bain, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
George for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jackson outside. That one falls.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Leonard for three. He can't hit that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And it's Moran off the drive. Moran with the slam.
The quick feed of Moran. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Ball against Moran. George outside. They need this. On target from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's George. Shoots over Moran. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And here's Moran outside. It's rebounded by Morris.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Leonard passes to Zubac. George for three. George with another miss. Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. The three from Bain. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Morant, the pass to Bain. Second chance shot. Outside for Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one a little long.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Here's Leonard. Count it.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
Here's Morant. Oh, can't throw it down with one hand. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris. Let's play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Now here's George. Three-pointer. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Bain against Leonard. The kick out to Morris. Fires the three. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Now here's Wall. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to George. 4-3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. The three from Bain. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Looking to end this cold spell. George, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Brooks. Morant with it. Back to Bain. Into the lane. The leaner. Jackson can't get it to go.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
Here's George. Count it. George has got 5 now.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Morant against Wall. The three from Bain. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard outside. Pass to Wall. Leonard against Bain. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Grizzlies have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Wall. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Morris for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Morant, the pass to Bain. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to George. Releases from 15 to the paint. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. On the take. Oh, breaks the aggressive dunk attempt. Leonard finds George. George with another miss.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
The Clippers trail. 3-on-3 for three. The rebound by Jackson.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Up top, Bane. Jackson left side. Zubac with the steal. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half.
With the score, the Clippers 13, the Grizzlies 15.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for Memphis, Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Here's Wall. The Grizzlies making their last shot. George for 3, fires in the triple. George has got 8.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space, does not hesitate there.
Pass to Bane. Inside, here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
George's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Jones' shot is good. And now a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Outside Wall. There's a screen. George outside. Takes the 3. Aldama grabs the board. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brett. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Powell outside. Pass to Kennard. Outside Covington. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kennard. Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Puts it up from 12. Conchar can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Here's Kennard. No good on his first attempt of the game.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Outside for Green. Pass to Aldama. Launches it. The shot won't fall, and the Clippers will come the other way. Jackson, the pass to Batum. Now here's Kennard. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Doubled by Jackson. Back to Jones. The 3-ball. Pass to Aldama. And that comes off the assist by Green. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
They get the rebound. Batum finds Jackson. Here's Covington. And that one hits the back iron. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Jones from outside. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Jackson outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. Back to Conchar. Lots of room. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
And just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Here's Conchar. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Jones against Powell. Jones misses.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Powell passes to Kennard. Aldama grabs a board.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out the quarter with us. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Grizzlies shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers. Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
To the middle. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Jackson with it. Working on Jones. And Powell with the stuffs.
Well, there's playmaking ability and there's a willingness to attack the basket, and Jackson good at orchestrating that pick and roll.
Outside Jones from deep. Nails it from 3.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Now here's Covington. Here's Powell. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Conchar. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Batum's got 4 rebounds in the game. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Memphis.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Morant.
Yes, sir!
Oh, my!
Throw that one up top.
Oh, what a play. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Now here's Wall. George outside. Off target from outside. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Jackson, the pass to Adams. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. On the attack, Morris. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Hey, no good.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
George outside. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-pointer. George has got 6 in the quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Morant driving to the basket. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to Morris. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Jackson with a screen on Wall. Outside for Brooks. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Outside Bain. This one for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Leonard, good.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Now here's Morant. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Morris. Let's go with a 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Bain, the pass to Morant. Tries the spin move. Brooks outside. The 3. Paul George pulls it in. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Leonard for 3. Oh, he buried the 3.
Now, you give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset